Alright everyone, this is going to be a demo of the unlocked Fire Stick that I'm selling for you guys. You can get these off eBay also. They run anywhere from 65 to 100 bucks, depends. Uh, the benefit of getting it from me obviously is I'll be around for questions, tech support. If anything goes wrong with it, I can fix it. Yada yada. You get it off eBay, more than likely you're not going to get that option. So 75 bucks is a reasonable price if you consider shipping and also the fact that the sticks alone cost about 45 bucks, so I'm really not making a lot off these, but they are great. I'm sure you've heard a little bit about them. This is what you're going to get. This is the actual Amazon Fire Stick screen. If you were to just go out and buy this from, say, Best Buy or anywhere like that, then this is what you would get when you load it up. Obviously, you have to have subscriptions to all these apps, which I don't think they tell you, but pretty common sense. I mean, you just don't buy this stick and get MTV and HBO, Stars, Netflix, all that. You do have to have a subscription. They're basically a third party piece of hardware for people that don't have smart TVs, yada yada, Xbox, PS4, so you can actually watch these apps. All these are irrelevant right now because what we're going to be using to get everything we want is this little application right here called Kodi, which is what I unlock and put on here. So when you get this from me, the first thing you want to do is plug it in to your HDMI port, plug it into power. It'll load up, it'll come to the screen. You're going to want to go down to your settings. And the first thing we're going to want to do is go to our system. And then we're going to go to network. And then you're going to find your wireless network. And then obviously you're going to select your network, put in your password, make sure it's connected. Back out. This is the remote control. Pretty simple. You got a home button, rewind, pause, play, fast forward, go back. And then, of course, the directional pad. Center is the enter button. So I'm just going to go back, tap again. Once you have that, we're going to go up to our Kodi app. We're going to launch it. And this is going to load the Kodi. This is where all the good stuff is. All the movies, pay-per-views, live TV streams, movies in theaters, anything you want. We haven't had cable in at least 8 months. We've had this and just a plain, simple old $10 HD antenna to pick up all our local broadcasts, and that's it. And to be honest, we've been perfectly happy with it. This is what it looks like when it loads up. Sometimes it'll pop up little notifications. I'm just going to hit OK to close that out. You can see we got live TV, TV shows, sports, and then these other different apps which all have other content in them. This is just amazing, everything that's in here. Those are just the primary apps. If you notice the little bar underneath, like for example under movies, if I push down on the stick, it'll go down to the second row and I have an add-on list. I can search and it has other add-ons right there. That's how we utilize the stick and find the stuff we want. There are some add-ons that work better than others. I like to go into the add-on list if I'm looking for movies or network. And the one I like to use is Exodus. It's probably the best one I think on here. It's where a lot of your stuff is. However, feel free to play around with any of these. There's all kind of content. You might find stuff that's not in the other ones. And once again, I'm just using the stick to navigate. Once I select Exodus, I'm going to select it with the enter button. Click. And that's going to load that add-on. And this is how we find the movies, TV shows, whatever you want. You can see it works. It pops up for a second, and then it pops up with all these different little categories. So I can look for movies, TV shows, new movies, new episodes. I can look at channels. I can do a search. So if I go into, let's say for example, movies. Now I can search by genre, year, most popular, people watching. I can look at box office, Oscar winners in the past, in theaters, which is nice, new movies, or of course you can do a search for movies. This is a nice thing. So in theater movies, no more going to the movie theater and spending 20, 30 bucks, unless you like doing that. I don't. I'd rather sit at home and watch it. Save some money. Give this a second. It's going to load up. Now this is going to pull up all the movies that are in theaters. The one thing you got to keep in mind that most of these are shot on cameras. The quality sometimes is not that great. Majority of the time, it is actually pretty good. It's also DVD screeners that get leaked out, as well as HD rips from like Japan, which sometimes have the subtitles at the bottom. It is English audio, so if you can tolerate, the little Japanese characters at the bottom to watch a movie you're wanting to see and don't feel like going to the theater, hey, it pays for itself over time. I can't tell you the last time I went to a theater. So you can see it's pulling up all the movies here. There's all kind of different ones. Some of these obviously have just been released on DVD, but you can see there's Ouija. I don't even know if that's out yet. If it's not been in the theater, but they have it in here, then more likely it's not ready yet. Just because obviously no one's probably been able to get a rip of it. But we'll pick, let's see, I know that's still in theaters, this Tyler Perry's Boo. So I'm going to select that. Now what it's going to do is it's going to actually search for streams. It's going to freeze up, make me look like an idiot. These sticks will occasionally freeze up. It's nature of the beast. It's software, just like on a computer. And you can see right there it pops up a search box. Now what it's going to do when it finds a bunch of different streams, it's going to pull up with a list. And you just select one and hit the select button. And it starts playing. If the stream is choppy, meaning it's buffering, pausing, buffering, you can always go back with the back button right there. Little back button. And select a different stream, pop it up, boom, start watching. And boom, here's our magic list. Eventually. Now this is just the theater movies. The one nice thing about this is, there we go. So all these different streams I can pick from. I'm going to pick that one, because VidZ usually has good results. And then boom, it's going to select it. It's going to open it. It's going to work, and boom. There we go. There's our movie. This kind of looks, see how the quality looks. I'm just fast forwarding a little bit. Looks like it was shot in a theater. But as you can see, definitely watchable. Highly watchable for a camera. Now that's just theater movies. That doesn't count. I'm just going to go back here to demonstrate something else, which is really cool, and the one thing I love about this stick. Since I'm in the movie section, if I go to search, no more having to go rent movies. No more Redbox. No more buying off on demand. No more having to go out and buy a DVD if you're craving to watch a movie, because all I got to do is pull up that search button, and let's say I wanted to watch a movie from, God, let's say 1983, and I say, well, let's watch The Outsiders, if everybody remembers that movie. So I'm just going to type it in, and you just use your little remote here. And yes, what that means is you pretty much have an unlimited library of movies anytime you want to access them. So I'm just going to type in The Outsiders. I'm going to go to Done. That's just a random movie off the top of my head. Let it do its little magic here. It's going to search for it. And boom, everything pops up that has Outsiders in it. And there it is. 1983. Boom. Select it. Right there in the top right corner. It's going to search for streams. And once it finds the streams, it's the same thing. I just pick a stream, hit play, and boom, I'm good to go. I can pause it, rewind it. Doesn't matter. I don't have to buy this movie. I can watch it anytime I want. I get a craving to watch a horror movie from like 1974. Say I want to watch John Carpenter's Halloween. I don't have the DVD. It's not on TV. Guess what? I just go in there, search, boom, there it is. Play. go. All those different sources right there. So I'm just going to select one. If a stream doesn't work, it'll pop up usually letting you know, and then you see how it's moving from 5 to 6. It's actually going to the next stream down the line, to a working one. And boom, there we go. The Outsiders, 1983. Random movie. Get a craving for any movie, boom, there you go. So that's just movies and the TV movies, as well as obviously DVD releases, like what comes out, I think at the end of the month, Finding Dory comes out on DVD. It's not even out yet on DVD release. But you know what? If I want to find it, 9 times out of 10, actually probably better than that, we'll just type in Dory and see what comes up. Finding Dory. Boom, right there. Everything with Dory in the title. And obviously that's the one we want. I'm going to select that. Now that doesn't release till the end of November on DVD. But majority of the time, like I said, probably at least 95% of the time, if something's coming out next Tuesday on DVD, they already have a DVD rip of it in here. So you don't have to go running to Redbox and spending $1, $3, however much they cost now. And here in a minute, I'll get to what everybody wants to know about: live sports, UFC, pay-per-views, WWE events, football games. No more Sunday ticket, no more $200 for DirecTV just to have the football package to watch your favorite team. I live here in Cincinnati. I get stuck with Bengals feeds. I'm a Colts fan. And guess what? I haven't missed a game all season. And to be honest, I won't. This is the second Fire Stick we've had. We just recently got another one for the bedroom because we love them that much. And there's Finding Dory. I'll just pick a random feed. And we'll go in here and give it a second, do its little thing. And there we go. Now remember, this doesn't come out on DVD until the end of November. This is obviously a DVD rip. Look at the HD quality of that one. Fast forward a little bit. Yeah. So that's just an example of the movies. I hope my phone's picking that up as good as the quality as it actually is. That's a DVD rip. DVD doesn't even release till the end of November. So there you go. There's a demo of the movies and theater movies, as well as how to search for any movie you want. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to keep backing out. Now that is just the Exodus plugin I'm using. And if you notice, there are tons of different add-ons. You can always just come in, play around. I'm going to select that Joker one there, see what's in there. There's all kind of content. Some people arrange stuff as box sets. I got an error code on that one for some reason. Back out. Let's try this Phoenix here. Can't go wrong with Phoenix. Here we go. Phoenix TV, Phoenix new releases, Phoenix Sports. What else I got here? Divas Den, documentary, Disney collection. Just all kinds of content. Talk about it's better than Netflix, better than Hulu. And this is just movies. This isn't even touching the TV networks and the TV shows that everybody loves watching, Walking Dead and everything like that. I'll get to that in a second. Bam. All these Disney movies for your kids. Hint, hint. Look at that. Everything. And that's just in another add-on. And you have all these different add-ons for movies. So it's always fun to play around with. All you got to do is just select it. Use the go back button. Go back home. Boom, boom. Back to the main screen. Now demonstrating TV shows, same way as movies. I go down to the add-on list. I have my add-ons I like to use. Evolve's a good one. Phoenix is a good one. Stream All Sources is a good one. We'll Some of these I haven't even played with. eHub's great. I like to look for my TV shows actually in the same app I was in, which was the movies and then the Exodus app, because I do believe that is probably my favorite app. Doesn't mean the other ones suck, it just means that I'm used to using this one the most. I haven't even hardly played with the other ones, but there's just a ton of stuff in there. So I can go into TV shows instead of movies. Search by genre. I like searching by network. And say AMC. That's where everybody's favorite show is. And of course, Fear the Walking Dead, The Walking Dead. There we go. But I mean, you can just see all the stuff they have in there. And that's just AMC shows. And if it's not in there, you can always search for it, and it'll always pull it up for you. Someone else might have a different source. So now I've got all my Walking Dead Season 1, all the way up to Season 7. Oh, guess what? I didn't watch it last night, or Sunday. Well, guess what? There's Episode 1. There's Episode 2. I'm going to select it. And generally, new episodes will be in here, usually within an hour of airing. So if you're not going to watch a live stream on here, or one of the live streams isn't working on here, hey, if you wait an hour, you can usually just pop right in here and find it. And for people that like to DVR stuff and don't care about watching it live, so they don't have time, it's perfect for you. You can watch it anytime. You don't have to worry about your DVR getting full or erasing it. It's right there anytime you want to watch it. And boom. There we go. Walking Dead. There we go. And I'm not going to watch this because I haven't finished watching Season 6, so I really don't want to ruin it for myself. But I'm just going to back out just to show you all the networks that are in here. I don't know if you can see all those. Cartoon Network, Cinemax, Comedy Central, Discovery Channel, Discovery ID, Disney, E, E4, Fox, FX, HBO, Showtime, Stars. It even has Netflix in here, which means that you don't even need Netflix, because whatever movies are in Netflix, you're going to be able to find on here. Any Netflix originals, they are in this Netflix folder. So Orange is the New Black, Marvel's Daredevil, whatever other ones are on there, I can't remember. I don't watch a lot of Netflix. There's Orange is the New Black, The Narcos, Stranger Things, yada yada, Fuller House. There's all your Netflix originals. So you're not going to miss out on that. And of course all these other channels. The nice thing about this also is look at all, I'll use Discovery Channel because it's one of my favorites. If I go into Discovery Channel, look at all these TV shows they have. They have stuff that isn't even airing anymore, and they have the whole seasons. Moonshiners, Fast and Loud, Treasure Quest, Cuban, da-da-da-da-da. Naked and Afraid, Street Outlaws, Deadliest Catch. If I go in there, look at this. Who needs box sets? Season 1, all the way through Season 10. And that's not even touching Shark Week, one of my personal favorites. Look at that. 1988, 98, 2000, 2002, yada, 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 yada. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys because I believe in honesty. Not all of these things, just because they have all these in here, has the entire seasons in it. And I found that out the hard way, but I'm going to tell you guys now. And it's just because sometimes they might not have streams of it, or people never bothered recording it, whatever the case is. So if you're trying to go into older stuff, like these seasons of older shows, they might actually have the cover in there, all the episodes, a description of the episodes, but when you go to click on it, and it searches, it will pop up saying no stream available. And that's just the unfortunate thing. These sticks give you a lot. They give you, for the value and the price that you pay, a one-time fee. Within a month, it's paid itself off. But it doesn't give you just entirely every single thing you can think of, because there are limits to what people have saved or recorded or have on servers to be able to stream from, yada yada. So this actually surprised me. There is a few of these Shark Weeks, because obviously I went in there trying to watch them, that had no streams available, and it kind of irritated me, but it is what it is. It didn't deter me from not loving the stick, though, because all the movies and everything else well pays for itself. HBO. How long ago was it that you actually got to watch? Where is it? Oh, there's your Game of Thrones for all you Game of Thrones fans, including myself. All the old school shows, including, where's it at? Oh, I'm gonna have to look for it. I'll have to do a search. It was in there. Tales from the Crypt was actually in there, all the seasons, which was nice. But yeah, all your HBO shows. And if you don't see something in here, you can always search for it. Like, notice there's no Food Network in here. There's all our Fs. There's no Food Network in this app. Now, again, this is just in this Exodus app. That doesn't mean that I back out of here, go to my add-on list, and one of these other add-ons doesn't have Food Network in it, or Food Network content, or I can always search for a show. Chopped, Iron Chef, yada yada yada. I can always search for it. That's your TV. So, tons of stuff. You're not going to miss anything. Live TV. I'm sketchy on the live TV. Some of it works, some of it doesn't. This new build actually works a lot better than the old build did. I personally recommend for just your local channels that you get just the cheap little $10 Amazon HD off-air antenna. Boom, boom. That way you always got your network shows if you want to watch it live. If you don't mind watching the shows later on, obviously you can just go in and search for TV shows. Some of these work great. This US TV Now app, it'll pull up just your local stuff, so you don't actually need that antenna. But you do have to sign up. Notice it's showing everything that's on right now on ABC, CBS, CW, Fox, My 9, NBC, yada yada yada. Now if I select those, it's going to tell me I need to go to the website, register for a free account, and then it has me put in my account email on the Fire Stick itself, and that will give me access. I have yet to do that because I don't really care. C-Cloud TV is pretty good as far as streaming. So if I go in here and let's say I want to watch A&E, I can either search. They were broken up in categories: top 10, news, documentary, entertainment, family, TV guide. I'm going to look for all channels. Give that a second, because it is technically working. And I'm going to select A&E. Why not? And it's supposed to open my stream. And look at there. A&E live. No, I do not have cable. I don't have satellite. I'm streaming A&E live from my Fire Stick. Now again, I'm guessing not all these streams are going to work. It's kind of hit or miss. Like if I select AMC, let's see if that works. So there is no 100% guarantee. However, just because I'm using this add-on and it may not be working, or it may not be working as well, doesn't mean that it's not available in some of the other apps or add-ons that are on there. Which actually it came on, but you can see the stream is kind of choppy here, so I'm going to ditch that one. And I could go back and try to find it in one of the other add-ons. If I really wanted to watch AMC live, CNN, opening stream. That one's not working. I'm going to select it again, try it out. Sometimes it takes twice to hit it to get it to work. More likely not, it's not going to work though. And that's okay, because just because it doesn't work in this add-on doesn't mean it's not going to work. Playback failed. Okay, so that one's not going to work. Cartoon Network, let's see if that works. There we go.
Really sorry, guys.
Cartoon Network. Boom. Live stream. So, but imagine all this for 75 bucks, one-time fee. No more cable, just pay for your internet. Spend $10, get you a little local antenna. Now, sports, pay-per-views. Once again, all kind of add-ons to use. If you're looking for sports, Sundays, I always want to watch my Colts games. So usually I'll go into Castaway or Pro Sports. I like that one, so I'll use that one. When it loads up, it will give me, now granted it's not Sunday, but as you can see I can select what I want to watch. NBA games, NFL, MLB, there's archive stuff. What I would do on a Sunday is go in here to NFL games. This is actually not going to show anything because there's no NFL games today, so it could not fetch today's NFL games. NBA games, there are NBA games today, I think, so I'll go in there. Rockets, Cavaliers, it shows you what time it comes on. It'll tell you if it's in progress. If it's in progress, I will select it, and then it will either open the feed directly, or it will give me a list of feeds, and then I will try them until one of them works great, the way I want it. If it's not working in there, and I can't find my game, I just back out. I go to another add-on, like Sports Devil or Castaway. And then once again, I can go to live sports, which right now obviously there's not going to be anything live on. And then I can select any of these. LS Hunter is usually pretty good. I'll select that. I'll go to NFL. Once again, there's not going to be any listed because it's not Sunday. But they might have next Sunday's already listed. But obviously the stream's not going to work. So it'll pull up all the games, you select it, and it'll give you the feeds, and you select one. That's how I watch my Colts games. It's the same with UFC events. See, no stream available, obviously, because there's no NFL on. If I'm looking for UFC, obviously I'm going to go to either UFC or it'll be listed under Other. Same with WWE events, pay-per-views, UFC prelims. It'll either be under MMA, boxing, fighting, or Other. So all this stuff's going on right now. Cricket, table tennis, yada yada yada. American football, NCAA. That comes on at 8 p.m. So it says. And that's how you watch your sports and live pay-per-views. And if you can't find it in that add-on, guess what? Just go back, try another add-on. I have yet to miss a Colts game or a UFC event or WWE event. And yes, they are free. You don't have to pay for them. So if your conscience can handle it, which mine can because we're poor, then yeah, there you go. There's your free sports, whatever you want. All these other add-ons you can go in and play with. Phoenix TV, Phoenix Sports, new releases. Pretty much same stuff, just tons of content. Go in, play around. I have yet to play with Evolve. I don't know what that is. I might play with that later. Titan's got more of the anime and all kind of other different stuff. UK Turk. So that's British TV, obviously. Cartoons, TV shows, documentaries, stand-up comedy, concerts, radio. There is a Her Place app. I don't think Bridget's seen that yet. I'm not going to show it to her because it's all the girly stuff. Porn for you perverts. There you go. It's got its own little add-ons built in, so you can pull porn up on your TV. Tools you want it to mess with, system, and you can power it off. Kids, music videos, MP3 streams. That's the Fire Stick. If you have questions, if you want one, hit me up. 75 bucks a piece, includes shipping. But that's it. It's pretty much my tutorial on how to use it and what it does. And as you can see, you know, one-time price, man. Get rid of that $100-something cable bill and change the way you watch TV.